Yes.
It has cucumbers in it, I'm pretty sure. So
Damn you,
it's almost the opposite of mayo.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, it's creamy.
Well, Creamy
Delicious.
Boys, welcome to game number 3, Onyx versus EG.
Get me out of here.
The payout has now jumped to 11x if you are crazy
My
enough to think that
God.
Onyx will turn this around
I'm crazy enough.
with the reverse sweep.
You can always claim bankruptcy. It's free money, guys.
But don't actually bring him up when you claim it.
Don't.
Some guy on the internet. Oh, Coddle gets through,
Hey.
and, well, EG takes it, so.
So Monkey King's still in. Onyx, will they first pick Ember? That is the question. Burning
Well,
in our
I think
minds.
Monkey King is going to get banned second phase this time.
Yeah.
I hope so.
If he
Unless
depends
EG
what
wants
Onyx
to second
picks.
pick it.
If Onyx picks, like, they just pick their mid hero again, it's easily gankable. EG might scoop it up, but I hope Onyx doesn't give away the. Most people take a support and an offlaner or both supports, so we'll see what they want to do here. Magnetar banned out. You guys like watching him?
I love Mag.
I think he's pretty hype.
I think he's one of. I mean, the new style, it's really all about the empower. That's why people
Yeah.
are picking him. But RP is a very satisfying spell. Any hero that has like position tools is really fun. Like Pudge, Magnus, where you can make those big plays. If
Have you guys tried the Pudge hook, by the way?
Yep.
No.
Does it feel any different?
It sucks.
Is it way slower?
How did they change it?
It's
What's
slower.
the
Slower.
It's
and
150 slower.
You can't use. You can't get it
Well,
through
yeah,
Nightmare.
that's
I think that's fine.
definitely
You should
fine.
be able to hook a Cyclone.
That's
Yeah.
But it's more the speed of the hook.
It's really
is,
bad.
like never been changed before, I don't think. Right? So
Yeah,
like,
it's been a long time.
good. Fuck him.
That's a big nerf though. That gives you a lot more
Fuck
time
him,
to
man.
react.
If you're a Pudge lover, then you've had 8 years of enjoying your hero. It's about time. It's like those
Whoa.
Storm Spirit pickers.
Hey, the last couple years for Pudge have been pretty good, but he had a long stretch where he was a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, but he was still number
he's
one. pick in
exciting
pubs.
every game.
Drow
How dare
Ranger
you.
was highly picked in pubs for a while. She's not exciting.
No,
True.
but it takes a certain person to be able to play Drow. Someone that doesn't care about happiness.
the Viper picker.
This is more like their.
No.
Christ.
They're just
Prop bet next week. Will Naga be picked?
Coddle Naga. I was gonna go with Onyx. I was like,
Oh.
I like this. This is like their Kiev style. You know, they get Warlock, that huge team, and then you just get Mason on a hero who can farm. But still, that was the big thing. He would TP around and fight super early game, and that's what Lifestealer does well. But now there's a Naga and a Coddle.
Yep. Naga's pretty damn good against Lifestealer in particular.
Yeah.
Because if he rages, he's the literal only target. No one can help him. It's
And you
just-
can net him through rage.
Yep. Oh, the nightmare.
Wow, they just. That was like an instant pick Naga, too. Like, it was like Lifesteal Naga. Gotcha.
Naga.
So obviously,
Well-
Coddle plus Naga. I mean, Naga just has all the movement on the map. The early game's already a little bit rough because Coddle and Naga aren't the best laners. So I think Onyx they have to capitalize on that. They have to go early game. There's the Wukong.
He's
bench.
gone.
Thank goodness.
Okay. No
That
Monkey
portrait looks
King game
weird.
three.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that Jakiro portrait? That looks really weird.
No.
He is iced out.
Oh, wow. So Team Onyx bans Monkey King, and then Evil Genius is like, how dare you?
We got
We
you.
ban Meepo now. You've insulted us. There you go. Well,
Where do they want to go? Where does... I mean, obviously, Naga's going to go played by Arteezy, so, I mean, they could still send him middle, but more than likely not. Both teams just go with their hard carry and the support. Nothing crazy.
Meepo. Man, those Meepo betters. It's a tough series for the Meepo fans.
I sunk everything into the Meepo pair.
That
knew
was
they
where the
would
10
Why?
million went.
Why?
I would have bet it should have came out game 1 or game 2 is actually a really good game for if they'd like fourth picked it. Unfortunately, they did not.
There was potential.
Yep, now on
Yeah, I don't like this picking your core or your carry right off the bat.
I mean, I think Lifestealer is one of the few that's okay to do it because he's.
Oh, then you just like
versatile.
Naga feels like it's just so good against Lifestealer.
Yeah, that's true. And now it's a Naga.
Is this
But it could be a
Naga,
jungle
we're pretty sure?
Lifestealer, huh?
Are we thinking core or support Naga?
Core, I think
Core?
Arteezy's been playing it a ton in pubs. I just,
Okay.
We saw the Zion Monkey King. I'm just gonna go with my pub knowledge and hope for the best.
Hey, you know the best counter to a Radiance Naga is to go Radiance on Lifestealer and then get a Pudge on your team, and then get Ags on Lifestealer.
My God,
What?
Onyx,
Win the
listen
game.
in, dumbasses.
You win the game.
Can
The
someone
meme can
tweet
come back
Boba?
anytime.
I'm
You
looking
know?
forward to the day that Sunsfang gives it all up to become a coach, because that team will be fun to watch.
He
boys.
should coach BSJ's team. BSJ they ran that strategy once. I'm not even kidding. The Midas, they're the
I know,
Radiance
yeah, that
Life
does
Stealer
sound like a
coach, yeah.
BSJ thing.
And it was great. They lost, but it was great. It was
It was
actually
fun
it
to
was
watch,
a
at
terrible
least.
game to watch.
You
That wasn't
game
even
fans,
fun. It wasn't fun at all.
they didn't do it right then. Okay.
That's my favorite thing about you, Grant. I start following you. It was great, really. Oh, they were terrible, though. Oh, no.
Next.
All right, next is good.
Nix.
Nyx and Neox.
Nice against the Radiance Naga. Pretty good against the Illuminates as well.
You shouldn't be able to get slapped when you're Aghanim's underground.
Slapped?
No, slapped.
Left.
By
Oh.
Naga, right? You're underground.
yeah.
How are her soothing tunes getting through the dirt?
It happens.
Okay.
Don't you talk to...
Vibrations and shit. Haven't you seen Tremors, Grant?
No. Isn't that the movie where there's like a toilet seat in the
Nope.
the poster? Are you sure?
Just
Is that
because-
Dune? That's Dune.
Yep.
Just because you're underground doesn't mean you can't hear someone singing. I sing,
What if you're a worm? They don't have ears.
I sing at my father's grave all the time.
Oh.
Oh
My.
man, your father's had a lot of things happen.
Well,
to
knowing
him.
that your dad is alive and well and I've met him, I don't know what to
My real dad!
Whoa!
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, that means it's a support next?
Is it mid-Nix? Could it be mid-Nix?
What the
No.
fudge?
It's definitely support.
Hey, you know, how often do the bits update? Because then after that Underlord pick, it might want to be 20.
I think it ends when the draft starts.
You know, it could be a mid underlord and you just play him like a carry. Right click.
Yeah.
I've never seen it before, but sounds great.
Doesn't seem.
Must be good.
Sounds like dog shit. Mid-Underlord?
But his
You get-
aura
you
is
max
really
out
good
that
mid,
aura
yeah.
right away.
If you max out, oh, no one's doing damage
I
to
guess
you.
it depends what the matchup is.
And now we see Coddler spirits, so it's gonna be a
I guess
Zai Keeper of the Light.
Underlord can't really get roamed on by Earth Spirit very easily. That's good. He's beefy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Put him in the Pit of Malice.
Oh, the pit.
Underlord is, this might be an okay game for him. Usually I say he's just garbage unless you have a huge team fight old like Warlock or Disruptor. And I've seen a lot of teams that are really good with him just not be able to do anything because you got that pit, you got the stuns, but it's not that bad. People just exit the stuns unless they get caught in there, so... It's not the worst draft in the world, but the problem is Naga Siren, right? She's just able to, if the team fight's not going good, reset the whole thing. Don't get me started if Naga picks up an Ags. This game's just over.
Why would she?
that's
Isn't it
not
like
happening.
3% heal or something?
It's your
Not
entire HP
If they had an
heal.
alchemist, maybe.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
yeah.
The Naga Egg, is that what you're talking about?
Pretty much.
I don't think it is.
For a
It's
full
low.
duration.
It's like 50 or 60% at full.
For a full duration, it's
Yeah,
more
it's-
like
No,
75.
it's a lot. It's a lot, but I think that's something you get as a 7th item, right? So unlikely to happen.
Well, there's Clockwork, so we get to see Universe on a more not team fight based hero, which is a rare, and I like it. When you get to see his more skill based heroes, should be interesting. He steals Bulba's hero, and now
I concede to you, Slacks, it is 75% of max health.
Of maximum HP. So you add that in with a mech, you're at 100 HP.
yeah,
100% from any team fight.
100%.
Well, okay.
checkmate.
Checkmate, atheist.
Clockwork.
If they really want Clockwork versus Underlord, Underlord destroys that lane, so they might want to try to match that. But just where does the Nyx go then? Like, is the Nyx is so bad as support? He's just
It's a
bad.
4 though. It's not gonna be a 5.
That's
for
true,
sure.
but where does he get levels still? Now there's a T. Oh man, the Sumail TA. So they have Evil Genius has the early game covered. Clock Templar, the roaming of Earthsphere. Now, if the this man, I don't know. Again, EG, I just like their.
All right, what's the
draft.
pick here then? You need a
Viper?
mid, right?
Yes.
The
Viper.
Viper.
Excellent.
Viper.
Needs a Viper against
But
the
then once
Templar.
Naga gets Radiance, Viper's like the worst hero ever.
Yeah, they need another like
Yeah.
hard carry middle if they want to outdo Templar and Naga.
Okay. All right. I like the
Wow,
Storm.
There's a Life Stealer bomb, I guess.
Yeah, but versus
Tough game, though. You got Naga Net. You got
and
some
Crits Earth
silence.
Spirit, like once he gets a blink, he'll always get the silence off. He
And
will not miss.
Mana Leak can be annoying against Storm Spirit.
Yep. Okay.
I don't know, boys.
What are you guys looking at? Who are you choosing here? Is it 3-0? Is this the Underlord Strange pick and a win?
Oh, ooh, sorry guys.
I'm gonna go EG unless Life Stealer goes Radiance Aghanims. Let's go.
Let's
So
go.
EG basically.
Okay. I probably just go with EG again. It's we don't know the mid. Oh yeah, we do. It's Storm versus TA. TA does pretty good.
But you've got an
the whole
Earth Spirit
time.
that's going to be roaming. I think
true.
that's what tips the scales in that
Yeah.
mid matchup.
They are dire now though, so it's a little harder for the Earth Spirit to gank the Storm. No trees really to go through, so.
Onyx have some solid team fight though.
Yeah.
You've got some crafty options with the Dark Rift.
Never underestimate Fatal Bonds. That's all there is to it.
I don't know, but what I'm worried about Game 2, they left Arteezy alone as Venge.
Yeah.
If Game 3 is anything like that, this Naga is going to be unstoppable by 25 minutes.
Can't leave him alone.
Can't leave him alone.
But we did
Don't
see
leave 'em
Onyx
alone.
win that early game.
Yeah.
They just couldn't shut it out. So maybe if they really get those push heroes in, like Nyx.
Nyx and Warlock.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. EG has pretty goddamn good high ground defense. Keeper of the Light, Naga Siren alone, amazing high ground defenders, then Clockwork on top of that. Good.
All right, well, there you go.
All right.
So we're
That's
all
it.
predicting EG. it
Suns
seems
fan,
like.
Sorry,
call it.
guys. 3-0.
EG
Okay.
wins game 3. What else am I trying to call? What else is there to
EG.
say? Yeah.
Thank you, Suns fan. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the expert, the brilliant Mott and Brax again for Game 3 of EG versus Onyx.
Yes, I'm an expert. Yes, exactly. I know everything about Dota 2. But there is actually going to be a Naga in this game, Brax. Are we going to see more of the same like we saw the Alchemist in game number 2, but this time Arteezy playing the Naga Siren, where Onyx try to push early but can't get anything done? Or do they have a better option late game for Onyx if we get to that point?
So, Lifestealer actually isn't the worst building hitter in the game.
Okay.
If
All
Onyx
right.
do get
That's
ahead,
high praise.
yeah, he actually can kill some buildings, but this TA definitely is a big problem in their lineup.
Yes.
Or against their lineup, I should say. The matchup against Storm, both heroes kind of farm. I think it's a pretty skill-based matchup, honestly. Like, you can sneak out a few extra CS. They are dropping massive amounts of items on top of the ward here.
In
All right,
South
I
America,
don't know what this is about.
Kiev qualifiers again. What's happening?
They have each other's items. Sumail has Arteezy Stout Shield. He's about to make it away with his items.
Marti's like, can I have that back, please? Thank you. Okay, that's great. And by the way, they saw this happening. I'm pretty sure Onyx has a ward here, and they're like, what are these fools doing? What's going on?
Yeah, pretty much. So again, they are dodging on the EG side.
Yeah.
Dodging definitely helps enable your roamers if there's going to be a difficult lane in the off lane. But it's also Onyx are trying to prioritize the Underlord's farm, right? They want him to have a pretty decent start,
Right.
get some tank items, you know, some sustain against the Naga so they can just group up and push through the Coddle Blasts.
So they've done this 3 games in a row where they've sent Arteezy to the offlane essentially. Do you think Bulba's going to be able to get the farm here against this Coddle Blast? Well, he's already taken a lot of damage from Riptide and Coddle Blast. He does have Firestorm though. He might actually be able to get some CS out of this lane.
Yeah, he'll be fine in this lane actually. It's not too difficult of a lane.
Yeah. We'll keep our eyes peeled on mid lane versus the Abed Sumail matchup. You just talked about it. But this is what they were talking about in the draft. The big tipping factor is going to be crit on the Earth Spear. We know what he can do with this hero. Right now he's hitting bottom, so he can get Universe started, get him some farm early on in this game. Fatal Bonds is going to come out. He actually went Fatal Bonds first instead of the Shadow Word. But this should be a pretty good lane for Onyx, all things considered. Universe, he can get farm like of course Bulba can. He has the flare if he needs it, but he should be. Can't really walk up that much against Mason and Dubu if he's not careful. Meanwhile, Demon's gonna roam in. He's already just being aggressive, just looking to get some vision. They de-warded that ward by the shrine, by the way. So good job coming out from Zai to make sure they have no vision advantage.
So what Coddles typically tend to do is every odd minute they go and stack camps. These camps here that he has stacked by the shrine, you can actually stack both of them at the same time.
Oh god. The Universe actually got first blood on Mason. That's insane.
It's okay.
That's probably
We saw
not
the
supposed to
important
happen.
things.
They had crit there. That's why, of course, they helped get the kill. But still, Mason getting caught early on in the game is not the best thing. Wow. Demon roams back top. Oh no, Zai's clarity. Dear God. Demon coming in, harassing. Arteezy, 9 CS. Needs to be careful. Jukes the Impale. Demon will have plenty of mana for another one in a moment, but they're just going to sit getting farm top lane. Crit's actually roaming mid. He has a haste rune, but Abed is underneath the tower, so they're just making sure Sumail gets the most out of this lane at the start.
Okay, just running by saying hi.
Yeah. Hey, how are you doing? Battery Assault going again. They've got the cogs. The cog push. Mason doesn't have rage. Open wounds will go. Universe getting turned on now. He has a Fairy Fire. Mason probably won't win this for the fact that he has the Shadow Word healing it back up after the open wounds is done. So Universe now has to back away, in fact. He has no mana for TP. He's sitting at about 96 HP with the Fatal Bond still on him. But the Creep Wave is gone.
Jamie's
so
running at the
okay.
courier mid.
Oh,
Do you see this?
Get it? All right, Flying Courier. Juked.
It just looks so funny.
Oh, man. Abed. Oh, my God. The
Oh,
deny.
Sumail
Can he
gonna
get
kill.
it? No. That was so close to him getting the kill. The bottle back up, though. Sumail now getting chased down. Pale is used. Sumail is almost just styling on Abed there for a moment. He needs to be careful with the level 2 side blades now up. He has to back up, and they have to shrine together.
It's not pretty difficult for the support Nyx in this game to really make any moves.
Right.
Like level 1 Impale, not the greatest skill. Underlord is off to a pretty decent start though in the safe lane.
Yeah. He does have
This
17
game's
last
this game's pretty weird, you know.
I would
Like
say
both
so.
offlaners have a pretty decent start. You know, they both have lanes where they can get experience and farm in. Mid lane is like it's a farm matchup too. Both heroes just are trying to farm as much as they can, and both of these heroes, Earth Spirit and Nyx, they kind of can't do that much against their other heroes. Like they managed to get that kill bottom before Nyx had wounds or rage, so that was really nice. But now it's kind of like the game's pretty slow. You know, both teams kind of can't make the most aggressive plays against each other.
No, it's a lot of sitting back and farming. Zion Arteezy looking for Demon, trying to be a bit aggressive. Bulba has the wave pushed back in his favor. There's a gank potentially coming mid. Universe is level 4. They have Rolling Boulder. They're going to go for it. They have the stun and silence. No, just the stun. It's level 2. They get it off. There's the battery assault. Universe rotating early to help get this kill, and Abed trying to juke and jive, but there's not much you could do. One more auto attack gets the kill for Universe. So this is the rotations they were talking about in the draft. Meanwhile, top lane, no battling happening. RTZ's just farming at this point. So very big kill for EG, making sure they shut down the Storm Spirit as early as possible.
He was not ready for the 4-minute Roman clockwork. It doesn't happen too often.
Is anybody really ready for that?
I don't think anyone ever is.
No.
That's why it works.
Not only did he roam and get that kill, but he also roamed to get the 4-minute bounty rune towards the Dire secret shop. So he's all over the place. Yeah, he's missing on a farm down bottom, but he is doing very well for himself to start this game off. Rolling Boulder top lane, they're going to make something happen. The stun, but there is no Illuminate that hits, and they weren't going to dive the tower. So Crit just roaming around trying to find whatever he can. And I got to say, I think EG are in a pretty good position. I mean, Mason's still farming pretty well, but so too is the Naga. And it's all about shutting that Naga down if they can. But so far, there's not really much they can do. And sooner rather than later, he's going to be level 6. And then, Brax, what do you do against the Naga Siren?
Well, you probably won't have ult at 6, but even so, they really can't do anything to him at all. Like, there's just no kill pressure, right? Underlord, Nyx, can these guys kill anyone this game? Like, at this stage of the game? Probably not.
No, I don't think so. It comes back to this Demon support Nyx Assassin pick. Is this something that maybe... I don't know. It seems like an interesting pick. I don't know if it's really doing anything for them right now. You mentioned that they can't be aggressive, and you're absolutely right. He's playing more reactively than anything else, I think, which he has to.
Stupendous.
Even so,
Oh, are they going to find the Abed here?
Yeah,
He's
I think so.
Close
He's
to
so
level
close
6.
to level 6, but he actually might be okay. He's heading back to the tower. He is going all the way back home. Dire scan. Just making sure everything's okay. Yeah, they'll be all right. He's just going to head home, make sure he can get his level 6 and survive. So, smart play. I'm surprised he went back, though. It's like full HP mana. Just making sure he didn't want to get caught in that jungle.
Yeah, he really does not want to die before it's level 6. But this slow-paced game definitely favors EG's lineup. They have time to scale and get their items.
I believe Demon might be in trouble. They have no ensnare. Riptide is up. Should get the kill. Good Impale. No TP. Actually, Illuminate and one more auto attack and he's dead. Yeah, RT uses Riptides to get the kill. So Demon gets caught again. And is he still level 3? No, he's level 4 at least. But he actually has Arcane, surprisingly enough, for the Nyx Assassin. It's not doing the worst in the world.
Yeah, it's quite good. The whole purpose of the support Nyx is just to try to counterplay the Coddle Blast, you know? He gets Carapest off the Call Blast. Storm goes in. One-shots old Grandpa. He's got like 700 health at that stage of the game.
But he's so fast. He's a
He is
keeper of the
fast,
light.
but he'll be stunned.
True. True. Crit. Oh, good silence, but there's no stun. Abed is level 6 now. Sumail trying to chase him down, but his positioning was pretty solid underneath the tower and then avoids the stun. So Abed's alright, making sure he stays alive. And it's just the map is splitting up. Chris trying to find whatever he can. Is Universe 6? He is. Universe does have hookshot. Demon's not been scouted yet by Crit. He should be now. Universe walks up to the hill. Impale comes out, but the raindrop is there. They're still chasing. Ball lightning in. Shadow Word is up. There's going to be the Cogs. TP coming out. Electric Vortex isn't there, and Universe is going to make it out. Heads up play to have that TP ready. Demon, after the Impale was used, no way of stunning him. And so Universe just kind of tanks a 4-man gank and gets away with it.
Yep, space created. This tower will most likely get surrounded and heavily pressured. It might not fall right away, but it's going to take a lot of damage here.
Do they?
But
They
I
just
don't
let
think
this
EG
go. I
care
think?
too much.
Yeah.
Universe is just going to stroll on down. Coddle might come down. But it's not the end of the world if they lose this tower.
Right. Still farming
It
well
actually-
elsewhere.
It actually matters very little if they lose this tower.
They're not really. They're not moving together for it. RTZ and Zai top. He'll TP bottom actually. They're gonna start making a play. Hook shot. They find Demon. Silence comes out perfectly timed. Battery Assault is there as well. Boulder smash to get the stun. Very well set up kill. And now they do get the tower, but it's denied by Zai. Perfectly done with that auto attack. Mason. He has to take his TP out of his backpack. Rages and he's gonna TP home now. No hook shot. Universe can't cancel it even with vision. Instead, they're just gonna let the tower get denied, and Sumail and Arteezy both continue to farm very well. So that's a huge play denying that tower from Onyx. And we'll just steal your ancients also. Give me that. Sumail going for the early blink as expected. Abed. Crit's coming in. Rolling Boulder. Silence is there. They should have the stun ready to go as well, but Sumail's not really in the best position, and Abed won't make it to the high ground. So just kind of throwing things out there, throwing spells to make sure Abed gets harassed a little bit further.
Yep, they're slowly burning his mana down. Look at that mid tower; it's already half HP just from late phase. So, pace of the game is really in EG's favor right now. But at the 10-minute mark, the tome does come out. It could get Warlock his level 6. Maybe they'll try to make a move with that.
Need something here. Put some pressure on Arteezy or Sumail. They're both farming extremely well. Abed's 1,000 gold behind that of Sumail at this point. Sideblade's really helping him out. Stealing the ancient stacks, obviously, or stealing ancients. He's almost got his blink dagger, then it gets even harder. They can initiate with crit. He's only level 4. Keeper of the Light, level 6. Assuming jungling at least a little bit. How much CS does he have? 28. Yeah, so he's doing well for himself. Yeah, like you said, this is a very good position for EG to be in. They could just sit back, have RTZ farm, and be in a very good position. What does Mason have, though? Phase, Armlet coming out. So, like you mentioned, probably see a fight with the Armlet. They do have Warlock Golem, as you mentioned, with the Tome coming out. Do they just take down a tower? Do they smoke? What do you do here for Onyx next?
They want to force EG to fight them. And they'll do that by either pushing towers or fighting like a smoke flank on them. Probably around some tower.
All lightning
But
mid.
it's difficult.
Impale. Crit's going to get caught. Double damage run for Abed. Alright, they find a pickup.
Yeah, level 1 Vortex. Setting up the Nyx Assassin stun with double damage.
Yeah. This is where Demon's going to start hitting some good stuns, and he's got Vendetta as well. This is it, like you mentioned. They want to force EG to fight, but this tier 1 tower mid, let's see if they can take it. Arteezy, level 8. Demon's Vendetta still. Riptide comes out. Might get caught here. He's not careful. He's alright. There's the blink for Sumail. Level 11 with a blink dagger now. This is going to get tough. They're still trying to be aggressive. Onyx trying to get some vision in the enemy jungle. Push the tier 1 tower down. Both top and mid. Abed is pretty far up. They don't have vision of him, though. And they're going to just take this tier 1 tower, it looks like. And EG don't want to fight into this.
Yeah. It's so difficult to defend these tier 1s when Nyx Assassin's scouting behind the towers. You know, he's just sitting there waiting to carapace the blast.
Yeah. Now further back into the trees. EG are walking up. They're going to just run, it looks like. Yeah. They're not going to pressure this too much. They don't want to get caught. The Armlet's done for Mason. They're looking for Dubu, but he's already away. They can't find him. Demon throws a ward down while he's in the tree line. He is really just Zai might be dead here, it looks like. No, Universe is nearby. They're all rotating in. Hookshot's going to fly. They're going to get Mason the Pit of Malice, though. Universe in trouble. Rather, excuse me, Mason in trouble. They get the kill easily. He dies very quickly. Blinding Light, just missing Demon. He'll get out. Tier 1 tower, again in deny range. He's still chasing on the other side. Sumail blinking in. Bulba, Dark Rift, it might be too late. Meld Strike and an auto attack. He's actually going to make it out, it looks like. Just narrowly. Somehow, he gets away. And Demon is still in the trees. He's just sitting here the entire time. Mason died so fast, by the way.
Yeah, he did. He got caught on the tower without his rage up. Just melted.
They already have a Blade Mail for Universe as well. Alright, so now it looks like EG are going to put some pressure with Sumail's Blink Dagger onto this Tier 1 tower themselves. But Zai, he's going to get caught. Blinding Light. Vendetta's already gone. Impale not in range. That Blinding Light was sick. He should be dead right now, and he's somehow alive. Universe TPing in. Hookshot's up at 16. He's got his newly minted Blade Mail. Crit coming in as well. Silence is up. Mason, he's got Rage when it's out. Golem being dropped now. This could be a good fight for Onyx, but Crit's already rolling, bouldering away. Mason has the Shadow Word. Universe running as well. And it looks like they're just going to disengage and let the tower go. Perhaps. Everybody's still in a good position for EG to come in. Mason low in HP. They really want this tower. Infest is there. Armlet's toggled. They're going to find Zai. This time they get the kill. Abed ball letting to the high ground. The Impale follows up. Tier 1 tower plus a kill going the way of Onyx. And they finally get something going for him.
It's like the same story of the last game, right? You've got Sumail and Arteezy just farming the side lanes while Onyx or Group was 5 trying to push a tower.
It feels even worse.
These guys are...
Though,
it does, doesn't it?
Because it just feels like they're getting even more farm and they're pushing not as quick for Onyx. And you talked about Mason being a tower hitter, but...
Yep.
This is looking tough already. I mean, what's the net worth graph looking like? It's already a 4,000 net worth advantage. Not quite as disastrous as game 1 for sure, but again, EG, and they have a Naga Siren later down the road, and Sumail's not going to be bad either on the TA. He's just one Mithril Hammer away from having a Desolator. Maybe about 16, 17 minutes when he picks that up, maybe even earlier.
The net worth on EG this time isn't also so focused on just one hero, right? Now you have this TA who's going to be extremely massive. Naga Siren's going to have Radiance pretty soon and keep farming out of control. And TA's progression is going to keep continuing at the same rate pretty much, you know? It's not going to slow down like Vengeful Spirit or anything. It opens up Roshan when he gets his Desolator.
They do have...
But EG, I mean, it is hard to fight into Nyx Assassin and Storm Spirit, especially with Keeper of the Light. Their 5-8 is still very powerful.
Dark Rifting top with Dubu and Bulba, but everybody from EG is already here surrounding Demon, though. Vendetta giving vision. Dubu might just be dead. No golem for 60 seconds. Silence up beautifully on Mason. Good Pit of Malice. 3-man stun coming out as well. This might be good. Universe already low. Blade Mail pop, but it's too little too late. Crit and Arteezy, they have to run, but Sumail coming in, trying to fight Shadow Word. Bulba, Infest out. They're looking for more. Arteezy about to get jumped up by Abed if he's not careful. They have Song. They're going to use it. They want to get... They want to get the kill on Bulba, but they think they're just going to leave and disengage. And if they can leave with only losing Universe, that might be huge for them. Onyx will maybe try to chase, but it looks like they're just going to push instead. And so EG somehow get out of that alive, and they already bring Arteezy down bottom with the Keeper of the Light recall. That could have been so much worse, Brax, I feel like, for EG.
Yeah, you know, Arteezy just ran in there with his main Naga. They didn't know it was real. They could have definitely, you know, Demon Rock walked right by him. They could have popped him instantly.
Speaking of walking by somebody,
like
he walks right into Sumail and just destroys him.
Yep, it's always like that with Naga Siren, isn't it? You don't know if it's real or not, and you don't want to go on it right away.
You gotta be sure. Mason is been left out to dry, it looks like. Universe, Blade Mail is up, Meld Strike, no Infest, the hook shot to stun him, double kill. He stayed way too long. Mason was just alone. He had no backup coming through. They didn't have Dark Rift for Underlord either. And Bulba just leaves him there.
Yeah, he was feeling a little too safe there against the clock, but he didn't know the trap was down in the lane there. Slowed him just enough for, it allowed Universe to not have to lead with the hook shot.
Oh, man. This feels so bad already for Onyx. They have a lot of farm, surprisingly, on the Underlord. He has Hood of Defiance. He has his mech up as well, which actually did a lot of work for them in that last fight. Abed is getting closer and closer to that Bloodstone, but even then, still might need that next item, that Orc of Malevolence, to do some serious work. And on the other side, you already have not only a Blink Dagger from Templar has, but you also have a Desolator as well. While Lightning coming in, Universe, Cog push it back, and Abed doesn't have the mana to continue to jump. Demon Vendetta up, but I mean, Brax, at this point, I think EG can start putting pressure on the map. They can have Arteezy split up, and they will smoke on a ward, but they could still find something out of this potentially.
Onyx's vision this game has been very good. It's in the right spots to like see Naga Siren farming, caught the smoke there. Also the one top lane in front of the Radiant tier 2.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice when he snuck up there in the trees. Gave him a lot of intel. It's just it's so difficult, right? These things keep happening. Clockwork gets the hook off on the Onyx at the tier 1. Earthspirit falls up with the silence. He didn't have his rage up because he used it earlier, and he just dies in front of the tower. They catch him again out there in that area. It's like all these small pickoffs really like give EG so much time on the map, you know?
Yeah.
Any kill on a core on Storm, even Nyx, Underlord, all these heroes, once they die at once, it's just like EG take over and farm the entire map. You know, Keeper of the Light can bring Naga Siren around. It's just so hard to play when these things keep slowing down your game.
Yeah, at this point, Onyx, during Game 2, we're already taking Tier 2 towers, but it's so much harder because the exact thing you mentioned, Zai split pushing, recalling out RTZ or TA, and they're able to push out waves so quickly. And so taking those Tier 2 towers becomes very difficult. They got a rolling boulder top, another silence onto Mason. Hookshot is ready, but there's a lot of heroes in his way. He's going to go with the Open Wounds Rage, but that, oh my god, the Null Strike with the Desolator actually just destroyed him. That's another dead Mason. They might re-engage again too, Demon and Bulba TPing top, but I think they're happy with what they've accomplished. Mason's been shut down. He can't snowball. I mean, he has an armlet, but he's starting to get further and further behind, and this guy doesn't farm that well compared to that of RTZ and Sumail.
Right. It's also, you know, people always think about Storm and Nyx as like the perfect Nyx bomb kind of thing, but Storm really doesn't want to fight like that. You know what I mean? He can't like jump into 5 people.
Yeah.
He's kind of the hero that like dodges all these fights, farms his Bloodstone, Orchid, gets really fat, picks off people on the side lanes, but there's no one for him to pick off really. It's just illusions. We do have the Nyx bomb mid though. They may catch out Sumail.
They might try something here. Demon's Vendetta up. The kill on Demon would be huge. Crit. He might be the target. They drop a sentry perfectly, but it's still too late. The Boulder Smash comes out. They might be able to get Sumail here. He's getting low, as you can see. He has Refraction up, though, and just blows away the Nyx Assassin. Mason's trying to man fight. They get the kill. That mech there in time. The Golem was used. It's time to back away for EG. A huge kill for Onyx. How much can they get out of this, though, is the question, Brax.
It's still insanely hard to push into, you know, rockets, Coddle Blast. It actually clears a creep wave instantly, even if Jimmy Carapace is it, right? Coddle can ult and walk away.
Bulba's going to be found again. Mech and Hood have been used. Boulder Smash, they won't go any further. They don't have Sumail to help do the damage. Instead, though, they're just going to keep the creep wave cleared out. So 1 kill, like you mentioned, so difficult to push into. But it's a start. It's a start for Onyx. They need a lot more of that. And already Zizard up to his Aghanim Scepter and about 1,300 gold. This is getting tougher and tougher. They do get the Midas up for the Warlock, so that'll help out later on in the game, but you already have so much farm coming out on both of the cores for EG. All of the cores. There's almost a 4-stat for Universe.
Yeah. I know the game looks pretty bad, but one team fight for Onyx, you know, they do have the Fatal Bonds, Rock Combo with all the AoE spells and the Nyx Bomb, so it's not... They're definitely not out of it yet. And Storm is really like a good hero to carry this sort of game against the heroes that EG have. Once he gets like a BKB, maybe an Orchid on top of it, he's actually going to be really strong in these fights. It's just a matter of getting there now.
Yeah. They have to find more kills, and they're already doing that again with the Nyx Assassin. This is exactly what we were talking about. If you're not going to be able to use the Storm with the Nyx bombs, then use the Vendetta up Nyx Assassin. Kind of catch him by surprise. That's how they killed Sumail last. And they might find him again. Could be another big kill. Still pretty difficult to take down. He already has his almost full Hurricane Pike, because he has the 4-step up, and Dragonlance should be next. They might run into Arteezy instead, who has Song of the Siren. Demon should see this. Spike Carapace with the Radiance, and it looks like Arteezy should fall here. Song, can he get it off in time? Forced away from Sumail. Almost saves his life. But there's 3 heroes now, and Sumail has to back up. And actually 4. Onyx coming in force. Ball lightning in. Sumail, if they lose both of these heroes, would be huge. Meld Strike, Abed running low on mana. Pit of Malice is there. They have the Vortex coming out as well. Impale, the mech is up. They should get this kill on top of it. And both of their cores will fall. Onyx will turn it around. A very big play coming out from Demon with that Impale and that Spike Carapace to make sure they get that kill on RTZ to begin with. Actually, how much gold does that net them? It's starting to head down in terms of the graph. You can already see. Back towards about 4,000 to 5,000. But again, they need a lot more of that. It gives Mason some time to farm, but already top lane Zion Crit were split pushing just to make sure they can push into that tier 2 tower. But Some room has been given to Onyx, Prax. Oh, God, Mason. He's actually turning this around. Open Wounds, Rage coming out. Crit and Treble. No Rolling Boulder. Golem dropped to stop the TP from Zai. They can get 2 heroes here. All of a sudden, EG losing so many heroes across the map. Shadow Word is up. Impale, Vortex. In the span of about 2 minutes, EG lose 4 heroes across the map.
All of a sudden, not looking so bad, right? Bloodstone charges acquired.
That's going to help him get towards his Orchid 2. Mason does pick up, I think, an Echo Saber, which is flying out. It should be, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They're getting there, man.
Yep, so one thing EG still have access to is Roshan with the TA. If they're ever able to create enough space for a TA to get in there, she can pretty much solo it pretty quickly. Storm is closing in on his Orchid pretty soon. And there are no signs of any BKBs on TA, or any... I guess TA is the only real hero that build BKB, but Hurricane Pike in his quick buy for now.
This is so dangerous. Demon's going in again. They have the sentry down, though. Good spike carapace. Hookshot, Universe, hooks onto Crit instead. That's not what he wanted. He wanted Demon. Abed also invised up. Bulba on the high ground. And EG starting to play together, realizing they don't want to get picked off by this Nyx Assassin. They'll send some illusions away, and all of a sudden, EG are the ones pushing behind Sumail into that tier 2 tower. Crit about to get jumped on by Abed. They're looking for somebody. They're going to find Arteezy. He has Song if he wants to counter-initiate. Illuminate coming out. The Ensnare is there. Jumping into the Pit of Malice. The Vortex. The stun comes out. Sumail. Now he's going to force it to the high ground looking for Abed. Ball letting back down to the low ground. Arteezy. Song will come out. And they get the kill onto Universe, and all of a sudden it's a 4 versus 5 fight. Arteezy. This is bot's ready to go. Boulder Smash is going to come out onto 2. Jump in. Sumail blows him away. Still, it's the Bloodstone. No. He's back up immediately, and he's ready to fight again. Arteezy. Impale comes out. Demon. Doing a huge amount of damage coming in. Ball lightning as well. Sumail is about to fall. The refraction just gets off. They've already lost Arteezy. They've lost Universe, and they're going to lose Sumail again. And Onyx turn it around. And that quick respawn time from Abed coming in. Huge fight coming out for Onyx.
Yeah, running straight to Roshan. Excellent team fight from Onyx. You know, that was pretty cool. The song into the boulder kick, it looked real nice, but the instant respawn really ruined that fight for them.
Yeah. He came, and the heal too, as well, because Bobo was the other one that got hit up. The Bloodstone heal comes out, saves his life from Sumail. And they're losing, you know, they've lost, I think, 2-3 team fights in a row now for EG. Ooh, the flare almost there, but Onyx will grab the Aegis. Abed picking it up. And all of a sudden, they've given themselves so much room to work with. EG are not taking over the map like they were at the beginning of the game. I mean, do you push with this now? Do you wait for another item potentially coming out for Mason? Or do you try to use this Aegis as best as possible to get all the tier 2 towers?
Both of them really close to items. Storm is like 1,000 off of Orchid. Mason's pretty close to his Desolator too. He's about the same. They might wait like 2 minutes just to farm the items and then go. They have time, but they definitely don't want to give Naga control of the map again. So there's a good chance that they won't wait for their items, that they'll try to just get their lanes out, group up, and run down a lane. Underlord's really good at dealing with the split push heroes because he can, you know, always dark rift around the map. But I think they'll actually go right away. They know there's no BKBs.
They're gonna smoke maybe? Yeah, they have one on Dubu, but it's the Vendetta again from Demon. EG still no gem or anything like that. They have some sentries and dust, but other than that, you can see they're playing passively.
They know they're not gonna end the game off of some gank and push. You know, it's gonna be like, oh, we can force them to fight us again.
They know that's Arteezy, the real one. Spike Carapace comes out with the Radiant Spur and the Impale. Golem dropped as well just to get this kill. 2 HP will end up falling. They do commit the Warlock Golem, but that'll turn into a tier 2 tower bottom more than likely. Although the Radiant Solution is trying to push and cut the creep wave, it's a big kill, and it's more, again, room for Onyx. They do finally buy this gem for EG. This is the item they were waiting for, looks like, to help out in terms of stopping Demon from getting those ganks off.
Oh, they see Sumail here too.
Yep, Impale again. Ball lightning further. Vortex followed up. Hook shot to counter initiate onto 2. Cog pushes there. Sumail doesn't want to try to fight this. The upheaval's on top of it. Universe Blade Mail is already not been used. He's ready to go again if he needs it. They have the Desolator now picked up for the Lifestealer coming out. So all of a sudden they're getting these huge items. They've taken the tier 2 tower down bottom, and they sent a hero back up top to push this out as well. Orchid now just about completed. He has the money for it for Abed. Boulder. They try to push Demon out of the Dark Rift. That was almost sick from Crit. That was almost so cool.
Yeah.
It was a stylish play, but it doesn't end up working out. Good effort, though.
You can do some wonky things with like Force Staff and that kind of thing, where you push the Underlord away. Doesn't work very often, but nice to see.
So, Rex, they've evened this up. Net worth is now even. Onyx are back in it. They've been back in it for the past like 5 to 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, and Storm is he's getting pretty scary now, man. He's got Orchid, Aegis. He's at a really strong point in the game right now. Mason with the Desolator as well, working on the AC. He's going for like the tank, you know, building hitter kind of build. Very strong. And they've just been getting so many of these Nyx ganks off.
Yeah, that's been what's facilitating these so far. This push, this aggressive play from Onyx. They've done a great job finding these heroes. It gets more difficult. Zai now has an Aghanim Scepter. He's had it for the past couple minutes or so. But Demon with a Blink Dagger, they're going again. They might find Zai here. Sumail, they're playing as 5 now. Sumail jumps in. Pit of Malice is going to come out. Still doesn't have a BKB. He has the Hurricane Pike. He's looking for Bulba. Meanwhile, Infest out. They found Universe. They can't really take him down. While letting in, Universe now working it up. Blade Mail is there. Demon gets blown away. So far, 1-for-1 trade. It looks like Universe will fall. Abed in trouble, but he has the Aegis, mind you. Pit of Malice coming out again. Sumail Refraction's there, but he's alone. Hurricane Pike comes through as well, but they need more help coming out. Another Pit of Malice. Sumail not getting any help. The Boulder Smash is there, but the Rage was up for Mason, and Sumail will fall yet again. Aegis coming into huge work for Abed. Push back with the Blinding Light. It's a 2-for-1 trade now, and they can push into this Tier 2 tower. And Arteezy is still just trying to farm, split up the map. He actually has the creeps all the way back in the base of the bottom lane, forcing a TP out from Abed. Make sure he has to come and deal with this. So they won't take the Tier 2 tower mid. Instead, Arteezy splitting up the map and making sure they have to head back.
Alright, Storm Aegis, very powerful. Comes back with full mana.
If there was ever a game for Onyx to win, it's going to be this one. They're in such a good spot right now, whereas last game, you know, they couldn't take those towers and Alchemist got too big. But it looks like their late game might be there for them this time, Brex.
Yeah, Bloodthorn in Sumail's quick buy. So not choosing to go for the BKB against their massive amount of stuns. So this game's really weird, right? If it's pretty hard to like BKB when Storm zips on you sometimes if you don't have vision of him. Jimmy getting cut.
Is he actually still going to live out of this? They're jumping in. Nake's Bomb comes out. The Golem is dropped as well, and Arteezy will fall. The heal's not there in time, and it's also nighttime anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Abed coming through. He's got a ball lightning, but no mana crit. He's going to get a good Boulder Smash off, but he needs to run. He will do so with the Rolling Boulder. Now Universe trying to TP out as well, and he use it with the Cogs and make it away. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but again, they're losing big heroes every single time. Both Arteezy and Sumail falling in just about every fight. One or the other, if not both of them. And finally, with him down, they can continue to push this bottom wave out instead of having the creep waves cut. They will still TP back with Bulba and head in and try to defend at the Tier 2 tower, but another good fight again for Onyx.
Yeah, they just can't fight at all. And it's really, you know, Onyx have the good heroes to look for the fight. You know, Storm can zip in from halfway across the map. Nyx runs around Invis and with a Lifestealer inside of him. It's just getting really difficult for them to dodge them across the map.
Even with the Gem of True Sight, which they have lost, I think. Do they still have it? No, they have it on Zaya. Okay. They need that gem desperately. Also, for Onyx, perfect time for them to fight during nighttime. When it becomes daytime, it gets a little bit more difficult. But, I mean, you talked about Sumail not going the BKB. He has positioning tools, but it feels like he's dying a lot just because he's getting caught out. Pit of Malice is keeping him in place in almost every fight. I mean, what do they need to do to keep him alive? I feel like it's really tough at this point.
He definitely needs to wait in the fights to try to like jump the Storm with his Orchid when he finishes it. But it could be a problem because he just finished his Yules right now. Maybe he'll see the Orchid and feel like, oh, maybe I should buy BKB.
Oh, he wouldn't go for it. Okay.
Top tower
yeah.
is under attack.
Still, God, they can't even get Mason there. He was so close to going down. But every little bit helps for EG. Arteezy, what's he's building next, is bidding his Manta style coming out as well. It's so tough for EG at this point. All of a sudden, Onyx really taking control of this game.
Well, they're taking control of the team fights, right? But the map positioning is still in EG's favor by quite a bit. You saw Zai in that last fight. He wasn't even there. He was just sitting top, pushing the whole time. Just them keeping out these waves will make it really difficult for Onyx to actually be able to translate their one team fight into anything of value.
It feels a lot like last game again. I mean, we talked about it before, but you know, they couldn't push high ground for Onyx. They couldn't get the Tier 2 towers down. They had Sumail coming back in. Despite the fact that they've killed EG's core heroes numerous times, There's still 2 tier 2 towers available just because the lane positions have been pushed out every single time. It looks like EG finally might get another kill. They get the courier coming out. That's the Radiant one. But EG will find Bulba on the other side of the map. So finally they get a kill. And all of a sudden, because they get that kill, they're already at the tier 3 tower. And at a full Mantis style on the courier ready to go. So it looks like Arteezy is, well, it's actually, that's pretty rough. It's just the recipe. So he still didn't have enough money for it, but.
Oh, they're actually gonna set up this gank on Arteezy. Storm's coming in with Mason infested.
Vendetta.
A long zip.
Oh my god. He actually got blown away. He just got destroyed. That Orchid wasn't even used. Every single time. They get something going, they're going to go for a hook shot on Demon. They won't connect it. They'll be into the tree line. Blink away. Ooh, drop a ward down too. Flare. No way of canceling the TP. Demon gets out in time.
Nice ward, but Coddle spots it. Do they notice though? He did walk by it in range with the gem.
I think they were pretty close. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't see it. They're going to smoke now without Arteezy. They're going to try to find a pick off here. Roche is up in about 20 seconds or so, and another Aegis for Abed would be huge. He's working on his Hex next. They counter smoke as well. Just the two of them following Mason up top, trying to get to a tier 2 tower. EG are going to wrap all the way around. Meanwhile, Demon actually might spot this out if he walks up. A little too late. He's just making a beeline towards his team. This could be a huge fight for EG. They actually recalling Arteezy right now. They're going to jump in from the back lines. Flare will come through. Universe, he's got hookshot in 2. Now they get the Golem off as well. It might be time to leave for Onyx instead. Universe is low. They get the Glimmer Cape off. They have the Ensnare. Mason might be dropping down. Openwood's healing it back up. The Shrine is there. Can they get Arteezy? He's so low. He's still alive, though. At some point in time, they have to bring him down. Mason still getting pushed away. Firestorm is up as well. Magnetize Abed as well as Mason solo. Openwood's coming out. Mason man fighting Sumail. Still not dying. It's a 1-for-1. They get Abed at the very least, but Mason, no infest out. Now Silence as well. They get this kill maybe. He can't armlet toggle in time. Good boulder smash from Crit onto 2. This is the turnaround fight EG were looking for. Pit of Malice might keep everybody up. Onyx still, they have the heal coming out. Daytime. Perfect time to fight for Zai. Bulba slowed up with the side trap. The battery salt is there, and EG turn it around. 3 dead, including their 2 big cores. Both Abed as well as Mason falling. That Shrine somehow kept Arteezy alive long enough to dish out the damage they needed. A great turnaround fight, though, getting them 1,300 gold on EG's side, Brax.
Oh, yeah, that was insane. Naga Siren lost like 80% of her health running in to like use the Shrine, and then he popped the Shrine and they just couldn't finish him at all. Until the very, very end of the fight, he tanked so much damage in that engagement. The Orchid on Sumail, I mean, it's pretty solid against the Lifestealer too. You know, he only is rage for so long, and once he's out of that rage, he does drop pretty quickly.
He's got his Bloodthorn now too. He just finished up the full recipe. I mean, let me ask you, Rex. Now you have to go BKB for Sumail, or does he just go straight up another item? I'm not even sure what he would go for, if not the BKB at this point.
If he doesn't go for BKB, I think he'll buy Butterfly, just because both of those heroes do not really want to buy MKBs, but I feel like BKB is the safe option, and it's probably what you would buy in 9 out of 10 situations.
The Song of the Siren, I don't know if they were going to try to contest this anyways. They want to make sure the jump isn't there to steal. And all of a sudden, just like that, they get back from 0 to about a 4,000 net worth advantage just off of 1 fight alone. Onyx won like 5 to 6 fights in a row, and they still somehow can't really get anything done with it.
It feels just like last game, doesn't it? Where like Onyx are making the moves, getting these team fights, but it just doesn't matter because these heroes are still scaling into the game. They're farming out of control.
It feels like EG was never concerned. They just like shrugged it off. Oh, I died again. Doesn't really matter. I'm a Naga Siren, you know, or I'm Sumail and I'm already farming like crazy. But
right, like he's got 6 deaths in this game, and you feel like your safe lane shouldn't have this much impact or farm, you know, with so many deaths in the game.
Yeah. That's just the way of the game for EG. And now, do they... I don't know if Onyx really want to fight. EG have the Aegis. They have the advantage here, but it feels like they can't really wait this long. And now they're going to get jumped on. Dubu, hookshot, good force away. Still one more auto attack will fall. The flare comes out. Sumail gets the kill. They have the silence on Bulba as well. The mana leak. Demon jumping in. Good 2-man impale. Boulder smash. Abed trying to find Zai first, but not dead yet. Demon now Ghost Sceptered up, but still the magnetized damage is there. And he'll fall, it looks like. And all of a sudden, EG, they take 2, and they are right at the tier 3 tower. The creep wave is coming as we speak. With no buyback on either of these heroes, EG was down for the majority of these past 20 minutes. And they're just going to take this tier 3 tower, it looks like.
Sumail's got the rapier in his quick play.
Oh, he is in deep. He's at the tier 4. Yeah, he has the rapier queued up, you're right. Aegis is still there, trying to force himself away. Refraction up in 7. Maybe diving a little too deep. Mason is here. They get him out in time. Silence comes through, blink away. Refraction back up. They have the Orchid on him, but he's okay. And now they have to actually just back because he dove too far. They don't take the tier 3 tower. EG will reset. Still chasing his Onyx. Abed jumping in, has the Infest Bomb ready to go, but they don't want to keep going. Sumail is looking to reinitiate. The silence now into Bulba. Auto attack damage. Hurricane Pike is there. Abed jumping forward again. Mana leak now. The ensnare. They blow away Bulba, and they might lose Abed as well. Stunned up. Silence. Golem not there in time. Manta coming out already. RTZ pretty low here. Mason doing what he can. Ghost Scepter on Universe. They might get this kill on Sumail, and they will. Crit trying to roll and boulder out as well. Dubu gets a double. The upheaval. The Golem is there. EG staying a little bit too long. Mason doing what work he can. Zai now hightailing out of there on his horse. Triple kill for Dubu, though, as RTZ gets caught. Oh, man. All of a sudden, a good turnaround again for Onyx. And so, EG getting ahead of themselves, I think, here.
There's a random tree cut here. Do you see this?
Where?
In front of the Dire base. Right where the Earth Spirit Stone is.
Oh, yeah.
That tree would have actually fogged the Golem. And he probably wouldn't have gotten the auto attack off. But Arteezy was TPing there with like 15 health. And the Golem just walked up and smacked him.
Oh, God. I guess it's got to be so frustrating for him. Oh, man. Get me out. It's been that type of game, honestly. I don't know what's happening half the time. Oh, man. Get him, Sumail. Get him. Oh, God. Just some bants happening. 37 minutes into a game. Well, Brax, they turn it around, but again, it's like one of those fights where it's like, okay, well, we died, but how much does it really matter? This time, though, their death timers are fairly long. 63 and 71 seconds, respectively.
This one matters.
You think so?
Yeah, this one matters quite a bit. Because Storm's going to be up in 25 seconds. He's going to TP to the shrine towards mid. Bulba's going to push mid out. And if EG are anywhere near mid, he can jump them before Naga or TA is up. And they'll die very easily. I think this one matters big time.
But the good thing is the wave positions are still not in the best spot for Onyx. However, they can push pretty quickly, I think. So maybe it's not that
they're going to have like
deal.
a 30-second window, probably, once they start hitting their towers.
EG will have Glyph as well. They don't really want to have to use their buybacks, but they may be forced to. There's a tier 2 tower, obviously, so that also helps a lot. There's both a tier 2 tower top as well as mid. Abed is now respawned, pushes out bottom lane with his ball lightning. He's working on a Hex now after getting a Yule Scepter. 7 Bloodstone charges, so not as good as he was doing earlier. Diffuse a Blade up for the Naga Siren. RTZ already thinking, okay, well, I won't need to buy back. There's a tier 2 here. So lose some extra towers and lose some map control as well. And they're going to try to go high ground at least for a couple seconds. Illuminate, clearing out the creep wave. Mason still going to work on this tier 3 tower. It's now at half HP. Glyph was not forced. So I will say Onyx get a fair bit out of it, but they would have liked to get more.
Yeah, I was hoping Abed would TP to the mid tower instead of falling down bottom to clear the wave first. So that he could just jump on the high ground and try to find the Coddle or Clockwork or just anyone, you know? They are going for the Infest Bomb, though.
They're going to try this again. This was their bread and butter in the early game, and Demon will try it one more time. This Midas now starting to pay off for Dubu. His Aghanim Scepter is done. Not only that, but he's got a Force Staff. Meanwhile, EG coming in force. The Flare's going to come through. I don't think they have detection. The gem is still up on Zai, but he's not nearby. And they have to back up. Impale Crit is probably done. Good double force. There's going to be a good hook shot on it, too, as well. Pit of Malice is there. Sumail fighting on his own. Bulba now trying to get out of there. The Grievous is used. They will pop the ultimate from Arteezy and make sure they can reset. They're going to TP back home. They don't want to fight this. Golem still not up yet for Onyx's Dubu, but 25 seconds, and that could have been a bad fight for both teams, but they both get out. No issues.
Yep, right. Sumail's going to have his BKB now. Just bought it.
There it is. This is something we were expecting since the early game, but this might be go time for them. They're walking out together, and here it is. It's the smoke up. They're ready to fight. They have hook shot back off cooldown. And Onyx need to be very careful.
Onyx needs to back to defend their lanes, so they're going to look for the fight now.
Yeah. I don't know if they can find anybody here. Dubu's already TPing. Demon's been spotted with a flare, but he has a TP ready to go in a blink in a second. They might find Mason here on the high ground. They have the side trap ready to go. They saw him walk over it. They drop the ward. Rolling Boulder in. There's the silence. They get off the Orchid as well. It's the Bloodthorn. Look how much damage he's about to take. The hook shot comes in. They want this kill. They'll find it. Down for 81 seconds. His buyback status is not there. It's down 100 gold. Oh, God, 100 gold away from buyback. He's so close. He was probably farming for it. And now the tier 3 tower is under siege. Sumail jumping it again. Bulba pops the Greaves. Dear God, that Blood Thor damage. Please stop hitting me. Oh, God. And the Rax is gone. They will get almost certainly a full set of Rax here. They have Golem, but they don't want to expend it. They can't fight 5v5. Maybe they just back after getting the melee Rax. They'll do some damage to the ranged, and then after that's gone, they're done. They'll back up. Happy with what they've accomplished. They might head top instead.
Going for top.
Yeah, they're going to just make sure. They know that he doesn't have buyback at this point. If he had it, he would have bought out already. And him still down for 35 seconds means that it's all open. Sumail does so much damage, and EG sort of playing from behind for, I think, a majority of this game, despite the early game. They're about to take another tier 3 and perhaps another set of Rax as well. It's a copy of game number 2, Rax. It just felt like, oh, we're losing every fight, we're losing every hero. It doesn't matter. They get off the purge from the diffuse.
Naga Siren, Alchemist, Meeple, all 3 of these heroes feel so difficult to play into. Like, they just farm so quickly that it doesn't even matter if you're winning the early game.
Alright, Nakes is back up. We'll see how much further they progress. Bulba is just, like, getting hit by everything. Sumail's Side Blades. Yeah, Hurricane Pike comes again. Good Ghost Scepter. Keeps him alive. The upheaval's there, the Pit of Malice. Sumail might be in some trouble if he's not careful.
So they can stun lock somebody. But the only real hero they can go on is TA right now, and they do have Song of the Siren to counter initiate.
Oh, he almost golem into his mid animation. You heard it. He got silenced, and he might fall. One more auto attack down for 51. Golem is now not there for them, and Rax will continue to get hit up. The Glyph finally used. Demon blinking in, looking for the Impale, won't find it. Flare coming out, hook shot. They'll find Demon. Illuminate on top of it all. He's going to try to force himself out. The cogs are there. Meanwhile, they're going toe-to-toe. Mason trying to help out. Abed already dead. Pit of Malice is there. Sumail actually getting chunked fairly huge, but the Hurricane Pike comes out, and now they're going to have to Dark Rift away, and they might be able to make it. They will. Still, they've lost 2 heroes, one of them being Abed, the other, of course, the Warlock dying earlier on. And Demon is trying to look and see what he can do, but there's not much he can do. Full set of Rax down, top full set of Rax down, mid, and just like that, the heals will come out from Zai, and they'll move down towards bottom, perhaps, and try to finish this game off, with Abed being down for 38 seconds.
Yeah, Bulba bringing out the Rain Dance, spamming his Pit of Malice.
God. Before that Ghost Scepter comes out, he gets destroyed. Great force cock from Universe. Golem finally dropped it. It's an Axe Golem as well. Universe running out. He's coming through Ortiz, making it away with his. Universe's Blade Mail is up. Sumail is still going toe-to-toe. And he blows away Mason with the Bloodthorn. Rax is getting sieged. Arteezy, Hillsong. They'll look to regen. They have another Illuminate coming out. Still daytime. They're just trying to fight here and pressure this tower. Sumail out of the Pit of Malice. Pops the BKB now, and now there's not much they can do against him. Taking some auto attack damage from the Golems. He needs to be careful. Another Stride Trap used. Sumail looks like he'll fall here. He doesn't have that refraction. He almost got it off in time. Crit now hexed up as well, but it's too little too late, it looks like, for EG. The Firestorm will get that kill, but they get the melee Rax. Ranged Rax is sitting at about 300 HP out of the 1200 it has. And with almost Mega Creeps for EG, it looks like this series might end in 3-0, Brax.
Yeah, it's looking pretty grim, but there is no but.
There is no but. I was waiting for it. I'm like, what possible solid thing can you find for Onyx here, considering how this game has gone? And it seems to be nothing.
Yeah, just too far behind. They had a really good mid game.
Yeah.
Team Onyx did. You know, they got so many ganks with the Nyx assassin bombs. Storm was managing to kill people from across the map. You could see how easy it was to set up these ganks. You know, Storm flew halfway across the map to kill Naga.
Do they not see him? Hello? They see him. They know he's there. He's awkward. Get him. Get him. Nah, they're not going to fight. They're waiting for Roche. Yeah, it just felt like the draft right from the get-go, even if with Onyx getting off to... It was an okay start, but like you said, it was really that mid-game that propelled them to where they were. It just wasn't enough, though. I can't believe they died so many times on Sumail and Naga. Alright. Oh, man. Hello.
So, Naga Siren was the second pick. This
yes.
Caught a lot when it came out. But, you know, they have the whole draft to prepare for this. They have tower damage, they have good team fight, they have good things to, like, find and hunt this Naga Siren down, and it's still incredibly difficult to play against. You know, this hero is not dead even with the Radiance nerfs on illusions. Illusions giving gold illusions deal like no tower damage at all.
Yeah.
It's still ridiculous to play into.
It was also just the heroes around the Naga. The TA making a lot of space for the Naga into the late game. Now Zai's going to get jumped on. He's not going to get 1v1, but he's going to have some help. Abed and Mason caught in the cogs. Sumail pops his BKB. By the way, he is Octarine for it. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Demon stunning up Sumail. BKB. Okay, he's done. All right. He actually doesn't have buyback, by the way. But they're already in the base. Look at RTZ as well as Crit. Dark Rift back.
He has no
Abed's
song.
low.
He's going to die.
Have the stun coming out with the Spike Carapace. Pit of Malice. All of a sudden, Arteezy in trouble as well. Mana Burn comes out. He's done. Crit now has to Rolling Boulder away. All right. That was interesting. Crit still is going to get chased down. Ghost Scepter comes out. He doesn't have a TP, so even if he got out of here, still probably wouldn't survive. It's 4 dead. They don't have buyback on either of those heroes, either Sumail or Crit. So, I mean, while unlikely, Onyx can still maybe win this game.
This made the game
not.
yeah, probably not. But they made it more interesting, right?
Yeah.
Auto's gonna run mid, blast the creep waves as they come in, so they can't like really push. All they'll really get out of this is Roshan, it looks like. And then they have to fight against mega creeps.
Yeah. That range rack's finally gone in the base during at the bottom lane. But yeah, Onyx will get Roche. No AEG contest. They might go for a hook shot. They will. They'll try to steal it. He gets it.
God.
Universe makes play after play, and it's another one. Oh my God. He'll probably die for it, but that's still. Oh my God. A sick play from Universe yet again. Hook shot into Aegis steal. And he. Oh my God. He got the cheese too. Are you kidding me? What?
Oh no.
All right, that's disgusting.
Boy.
That's way bigger than the Aegis. Oh, man.
XD Centauro.
So good. He is dead for 50 seconds. He has buyback.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's just happening right now. Oh.
Is there TZ in it? Okay, never mind.
A demon. Oh, be careful. Abed's coming in from the
in.
backside. Sumail's caught. Impaled coming out. He doesn't have buyback. It's okay. They're pushing in.
Him, but,
They're going to have to be careful with these tier 4s right now. Is this going to turn into a base race? RTZ is just going to work. Duke was trying to TP out. He is going to make it away. Demon, by the way, gets a kill onto Crit in the base. He's going for tier 4s. The Clown Shoes, they've been put on. But,
yeah, they've been on for a while.
Yeah, that's true. Song comes out. Time to leave. I'm pretty sure EG are just like, don't worry about it. Even if I die, we just split push, Song, and TP home. It's fine. Like,
Pretty sure Sumail's tabbed out playing CSGO every time he dies right now.
Yeah.
He wants out of the game.
H1Z1, something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
This is the X-Hero Siege.
this is what it's come down to.
Yeah, bring out
This
the
is the Dota
Maelstroms,
game.
the Vlads.
Yeah, yeah. They have a Maelstrom on Bulba.
Dire's
Demon, well, he's not going to have one anytime soon, probably. Abed, he could just ball light and clear out the creep wave anyways. Well, boys, it's difficult, but again, if they can continue to kill Sumail like that, who knows? Mask of Madness on Bulba. Sometimes you just got to have Mask of Madness along with your Maelstrom.
Yeah, that's how you kill these waves.
Yeah.
They're still playing the game. They're doing some wonky shit, diving their tier 4s with no creeps to get some kills.
There's a Shadow Blade on Abed now, too. He's trying to get boots to travel. His boots are gone now,
Yep.
so that's fine.
Oh, Mason bringing out the flame
Jeez.
TI4.
Damn.
TZ's a legendary Naga Siren
Oh my
against
God.
newbie, feeding his brains out.
Let's not talk about that. That was a long time ago, Brax.
It was. He's Shadow
The
Blade
Shadow
coming
Blade,
into
it
play.
might work out, actually. Oh, he gets stunned. Oh, Hookshot misses. Yule Scepter, Mason pops his BKB, his armlet's on. RTZ trying to fight. They actually have the Song now in Mason. His BKB is going to wear off, and luckily, it means it actually might be able to get out of here. Now, Abed gets stunned up. Golem's not there in time, dead for 56. Demon's going to get hit up with the Melt Strike. Ghost Scepter still there. Sumail, man fighting. Another good hookshot. Cogs onto 2 with, of course, the Demons and the Golems inside there. Sumail will still fall. Arteezy is, meanwhile, winning the game. The game is over. I don't.
Objective gamer?
I don't know if I would call that a good game at the end there.
That was a fantastic game. It
Yeah.
was
Okay.
many highs and lows.
There really were. Peaks and valleys. There was some emotion at the end of that game. I mean, listen, it was a Naga Siren game. Any closing thoughts, Brax, before we head out of here?
It's just so hard to play against these heroes, man. Naga Siren, Alchemist, especially. This was a second pick Naga, right? And
Yes.
the previous game was a fifth pick Alchemist.
Hmm.
Like, teams better watch out for these heroes. They're very powerful.